Intro didn't start.
Guess not. What on earth?
Well,
What the hell? What the helly? Oh, I know why.
what's up?
I had to take those off yesterday for the
Don't worry about it.
yeah, I need
Matthew.
to reset them while we do it right now though.
All right, well, because we can always play it. We can get Matthew Gaddis. Good morning. Happy 4th of July, family.
There. It'll autoplay the outro though.
Okay. Okay. I'm looking like,
I didn't
what
even
the heck just went down? Let me share this
Oh
early
man.
morning show.
Yeah, I need to put the thumbnail up and throw it up in Flint Politics Reboot.
Yeah, let me get this show on the road. As you can see, I believe in
We're ready
coming
for
on for
bed.
the family. We'll say can't post to comments some destinations. What happened down there?
Uh,
Don't worry about it.
I'll learn more.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. But I'm trying to share this
Uh,
out to the people real quick so we can
oh,
get
it just
this.
can't
Got
post
you.
comments to Rumble if we type into Rumble.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
Which,
Got
by the way, family, we figured out the Rumble and the Twitch problems, so that is up and ready to go again. If those are your preferred viewing platforms.
you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. I have trying. I've been getting. Y'all call me slipping today. I'm sharing as we speak. Let me go ahead and get the pleasantries out the way. Family, we working on new things. Let me see who it is. Okay, Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill, Avis Hopkins, good morning. H Spag, good morning. L the Golden Child Sharp, good morning. Let me put y'all on who I gave the good mornings to so far. I know I stopped right there. This is where I stopped at. Michael B, good morning. Cicero, good morning. Salty Chef, good morning. Jeff Johnson, good morning. And we got the beautiful Deborah Luna. Good morning. I ain't going. We're going somewhere today. Thank goodness it
Right?
is Friday. Concrete Jungle, good morning. Cassandra Scott, good morning. Y'all know what time it is. I am too. Terry, the beautiful Terry Nixon, good morning. We got Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, good morning. We got Marcia A. Tarbert, my West Side family tapping in from California. Shotty Shire, what it do? Sandra Nichols Martin, good morning. We got Cash Williams. We talking big bank, baby. We ain't talking small chump change. We talking big bank. Carolyn Hendricks, the beautiful Carolyn Hendricks, good morning. And we got the beautiful Luana Terry in the building. The blessed and beautiful Eartha Logan is in the building. Good morning, good morning. Felicia Martinez. Miss Martinez, good morning. Then we got my brother Lumi tapping in. You know, he coming from Broward County. 954 in the building. Task Montana 313. She said she checking in from the ATL, visiting the family, and happy 4th of July. Would tell them Spacely and Trevor said, good morning. You
She's
heard?
like
Good
4
morning.
hours away right now. I might
Ain't
take a
she?
trip on up.
Hey, Pastor the Gaddis, there's no problem. I know typing in the phone is hard. I mess it up. The beautiful Denise tapping in from Georgia. Good morning. Good morning. What Salty
Yeah,
Chef
she's
said? Mickey, you didn't. Oh, my good brother, Salty Chef
Saskatchewan.
from Saskatchewan, Canada. I might have to be making a trip there, brother. My bad, my bad. You know the morning is rough on me. I'm
That'd be
trying to
rough
start
on
my
Mickey too.
pre-day going on the pre-4th of July. I'm finna get the rolling. Grace and peace, good morning. And thank you for keep tapping in. My Georgia people is hitting in. Good morning. Let me see what Felicia said. Miss Martinez said what the roll call is sponsored by. Mickey's roll call today is sponsored by the good bishop, the gift that just keep on giving. And
Oh
is,
man.
and is, and
That guy's
is.
been getting clowned on for like the past week.
Tasha Lynn, good morning. Elena Calloway Lane, good morning. Joy Boyd, good morning. If you were first time Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. We come on from Monday through Fridays from 9 to 11. Right now, it's the 4th. So I don't know if Ray gonna make it. Teresa, the beautiful Teresa, good morning. Miss Odie, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. We got the lovely Diane Thornton in the building. Happy 4th of July to everybody. The new VIP Flint Room Caskets, good morning. What it do, King? Rodney Thomas in the building. We got Darnell Meredith in the building. What it do? Common Sense, thanks for tapping in.
I'll
And
be
he said
back.
he's uh-huh.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Go
My
ahead, go
wife's
ahead.
4th of July gift just got here.
Got you. I got you. He says, common sense. You coming from Krypton? I'm trying to go get me some Krypton after the show. You heard? I'm trying to go planet surfing too. Green Eyes 15. Thanks for tapping in. Wanda Smith, good morning. Good morning. Big Mama Gaddis. Shout out to the Gaddis clan. Miss D, what you tell them to do? Smash that like button. Good morning to you, by the way. Good morning to you. You heard? We in this thing this morning. Y'all know I got to come. I got to come in and tap in with y'all. Because I don't know what I might be getting into. I'm just telling you. I'm going to enjoy this holiday like I ain't never enjoyed no other ones. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to enjoy this holiday. You know what, Felicia? I'm telling you, boy. When it rains, it pours. That's all I can tell you. I just need y'all when it happened to me. I bet I need some soldiers on my side. But I can say this: listen. Let me tell you something. These women in Flint is setting the standard right now. I know what the judge by now. I mean, I know how y'all can holler them names. I've been a little under the weather. Been a little under the weather. Irma, good morning. Miss E, thanks for tapping in. All I'm saying is, if you ain't hollering my name, and if you ain't a ride or die, I'm telling you. I'm just saying, these women feel it for life. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I see Jimmy. Jimmy, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Ben and B more. Oh, condolences, good brother. Condolences to you and your family. Week to be safe. East Bar. Thank you for tapping in, man. I know how hard it is to lose a loved one. But condolences to you, Jimmy. But I'm saying, hey, Irma, that's why I'm coming on. I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ate no Taco Bell. But what I'm saying right now, I seen some strong women that came on. I'm damn near scared to say some names. But smash the like button as y'all coming in. Hit that like button. I'm just saying there's some strong women in the city. They want to say, but I'm just saying if you ain't hollering my name like that and you ain't hollering 810, I don't want to hear nothing about it. And if you ain't doing no ride or die, I'm telling you, I don't want to hear nothing about it. Sweetheart Shell, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. I'm just saying if you ain't hollering my name like that in 810, I don't want to hear nothing about it. I'm dead serious. Not playing right now. Darnell Dumas, the only Dumas the Winters like in the building. Probably the only Dumas like 18. I'm gonna tell you. Because the way the sister went in on on the deacon. Now, family, I'm confused now. I really thought, I don't know. I thought that maybe the deacon and bishop played me when they was acting like they had fell out with each other. Maybe that was game. That's all I can say. Maybe that was game. But I'm telling you, Andre Holland, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Y'all know what time it is. Thanks for tapping in. Now, I'm telling you, but that Jonathan Joy, good morning, good brother. Good morning. I'm trying to tell you a lot of this stuff that's been going on, but I'm gonna say this too, family. Can we have a good 4th of July? everybody should be able to go out and make it back home. Now this is crazy. I'm just saying, put your beefs on pause. I'm just saying, put your beefs on pause. The things it's a lot of things I would say let it go, but I can't tell y'all how to do it. But the only thing I can pray for y'all. Christine Brown, good morning, Annie, aka Red Snapper. The Joy of Flint, as I used to call her, and still gonna call her the Joy of Flint. The Joy of Flint. Good morning, beautiful. Tony Terry tapping in. I hit the wrong one. Thank you, tapping in, Tony Terry, coming in from Miami-Dade County, the 305. Kimberly Mitchell, good morning. I'm just saying, family, we should be able to get together, have fun. If you can't handle your liquor, maybe you need to stay at home. Queen Anifa, good morning, beautiful. Good morning. It's always a pleasure and a treasure when I see you at council. I can't wait to council get back so I can start seeing my people again. I'm just telling y'all, if you don't know how to party, stay home. I'm just saying, have a party at your crib. Let the people who want to get out and have fun. I'm not saying I don't know what. I'm not in your business on what went down, but can we have at least 72 hours? I'm just saying. I'm not telling nobody what ain't to do. I know sometimes you can be a person can press you like that. Good morning, Miss Karaja Smith. But I'm just saying right now, the baby's gonna be out. Let everybody enjoy this 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Let us just have a get together, have fun, go home, and make it do what it do. Lanita Murray, good morning. Again, sweep cupcake on break. Thanks for tapping in some more of the Georgia people. And Avis Hopkins with the $10 super chat. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All I'm saying is let us be able to have fun and come on back. We got a lot of things going on anyway. And yes, Felicia Martinez, it is $5 Friday. You know what I'm talking about? $5 Friday. But good, and hey, you my family, because you reminded me what time it was. Miss D, good morning. Good morning to you, Miss D. Miss Lewis, y'all know I've been up. Miss Lewis, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. Not here for that long time. Okay, what it do? Grand Rising. Hey, thank you for tapping in. Detroit boy, good morning. Linda Chilton, good morning. What happened to the King has to be honest with y'all, the King is doing his thing. He'll be coming on. He's still a supporter of 810. He just taking he just stopped on Thursdays. He got, it's other things he got to do. You know what I'm saying? He gave us the boost that we needed. He came on. Good morning, Linda Chilton. But you're gonna always catch him at 10 on Saturdays. No games. Good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Uh, uh, and I will. You'll see the heart come back. I just think I just think Riri, good morning, good morning. And I don't want people to think with Dustin either. Dustin, you know what I'm saying? Like we told him, we did the 3-part that we was doing. So I don't want people to be thinking, when he, new one, good morning. I do believe, I do believe, thank you, thank you. I do believe, thank you, Sir Williams. I do believe. Yeah, when we asked Maurice to come on here, come back on with us, to do something, but he did what he needed to do, and like I say, we still gonna be there. August 2nd, I think, when he throwing his blues is gonna be the hottest thing in the city anyway. So people, you better make sure you get to the Kane show that's coming up, and I advise anybody if you want to be somewhere where you gonna do it at and gonna have a hell of a time, make sure you come to the Kings Blues show coming up August 2nd. And if I'm wrong, I will come back and correct the date for y'all Monday. Sweet Tea, what it do? And is I'm on here right now. Lumi said, "Law needs to be on the Tuesday segment at 5 at Mickey." B. Marie, good morning. Nah, I'm sitting back when he breaking the news. Like I say, with the news, when news get broke, y'all know we gonna come in over here and break it with y'all. We gonna talk about it. Monica Southward, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Oh, when is Councilwoman Burns barbecue back? I think it's July 19th. If I'm not mistaken, July 19th. I'm not all the way for sure. Don't let me lie to you. Thank you, too beautiful, and put this right on here. I heard that right back. Thank you. I want to say, is it? I think it's July 19th. Y'all know I'm gonna pop up at that thing. And is I'm trying to tell you. And facts, classy K. Well, I pick up certain things, and I try to put it to good use. You heard? Good morning, classy K. But I'm saying I'm gonna be there. Look, we here to support, even though I know a lot of this Flint stuff is on thin ice, baby. Let me tell y'all, but we won't be the ones. We here to support. But hey, it is what it is. All I'm doing is y'all know I'm finna hit some of these. I'm going by the family crib. Lumi, you come on, Lumi. You know I got you. Come on. You can come on when you get to Flint. Next time you come, just let me know when you in. We'll put it together. If it's the after hour one, we'll make it because it don't get dark to hit about 9. Long as it's in the summer, it's the question: is there a spotlight singling out or discrimination going on in Flint as it pertains to the 4th of July with certain areas? How did you know that, Riri? How did you know that they back up here? We didn't went back to 1930. How did you know, Riri? I mean, but you know what, Riri? Michael Conyers, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. He coming in from Tallahassee. That's what it do. You heard me? That's what it do. But you know what, Riri? And that's sad. Like I said, my uncle rested. So my uncle he stayed downtown. He used to go over there and would challenge them when they would be doing that. But see, this is when we don't know how to act, how to as they would, I'm trying to find be politically correct, govern ourselves. Sassy Shay, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. If y'all don't know, that's just oil. And y'all get back to getting some stuff from George Stoller. You heard from the 937. Good morning, beloved. Kamala Buford, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. The lovely Miss Beverly Biggs, good morning. Y'all make sure y'all get out. And y'all, Deborah Luna is in full effect. In full effect. I've been looking around here. I see things. I just don't be saying nothing. I be looking back how it's getting played. But what we have seen from certain people's text messages, they have working relationships with the police. I'm just saying, I don't want nobody, as you can see, I don't want to be something they get caught, the way they playing it around. Get caught up in this war. How they playing it around here is downright diabolical. You can use your authority, abuse of power, and ain't nothing can happen to you. And that's why I'm downright sick of voting for Democrats right now, but I'll be voting again. Let me see what new one said. The rich area will have police protection and curfews, and the poor areas have to fend for ourselves. Well, that's how it's been going on. We've been fending for ourselves for a long time. Crystal Monique, good morning, good morning, good morning. Telling the people, y'all know what y'all get. You know what I'm saying? I can't, all I can tell you is if I could vote, I'm just saying if it was me able to vote, it'd be it'd be Beverly Biggs Levy. I don't know which other way you can see it. Who been out in the field when they say show the work? She been doing the work, but I'm just saying, like far as me sitting up at ACAC, he defended a pastor, a bishop. Let me get it right, a bishop. I saw his second live that he did. I like the way you was checking your son, man. You was letting them know you got this thing all jammed up. And shout out to what is it, big dude Bud? I mean the brother that did the what's the name? And we got some creative people in Flint. I don't want to knock them, but shout out to them brothers that was that that's doing their thing out there. There's very talented people in the city. That's all I can say. I don't want to get the brother. Do y'all know the brother name? If I can say it right, man, because I just caught it. Hey, Riri, but it's never been like that though. Hold up, shout out to Miss Beverly. Oh yes, 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 yes. Facts. Let me say I believe that any order should be across the city versus certain areas. Call Roland Martin to the Flint City podium. I'm telling you, this will go viral because he stands for what's right. Hey, I can believe it. The good bishop. That's what I'm saying. Hey, facts. But that's what I'm saying. He came out here to defend the man that only reason he did an apology because what he did in the dark came to the light. That's why I be telling y'all watch these so-called men of God. You know the real ones from the fake ones. This ain't nothing new. We've been having all of them say they been caught. Yeah, you ain't been caught because you got caught. But what I will say is shout out to Annie for getting up there and speaking her truth. This man didn't stand up for nobody else, but he came up standing up for the a bishop. This was the same man that you was calling. Like, hey, I don't get you. That's what I'm saying. He just as bad as LaShawn, if you ask me. See how they stand up for nonsense. But this is the religious sector. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. I don't want. I want a person that, like I'm just saying. It's just the sister. Good morning. I'm just frustrated. Like all these people that saying God this and God that is impossible. It's impossible. Miss Denise, you ain't lying. You ain't the only one. They see about money. Yeah, yeah. Now you see, she would come right on here. Morning, good night. Go back to bed. I mean, listen. With these apologies, I can get on here and cry. Lenora Seal, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, they will because listen, some of the stuff that like I'm listening to these people say, I've been watching these lives. I get it how you can caught up in get caught up in your pastor. Like people think because they really know the word of God and be sinning like hell on the low. Where's Dumas? A classic K. You might have to go to Winter's group, the Flint Politics Reboot. But it's just crazy. They like I say, he thought it was to go. Don't get me wrong. I pray for all that's involved in it. Even for the Bishop family, for the family the people that was affected by it. I pray for everybody that's involved in this situation that came down from this man. What it was, he should be humble. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is a test for God to bring back humility. Since he's saying he was a God-fearing man. See, when they throw this out here, maybe this is his test. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But God will test you when you lying on him. Loving me, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. And all of them is called. I don't know if they was really called. I'm just telling you, when I go read the Bible and stuff, when I go listen to it, I ain't gonna say, go over the stories and things from as a kid listening to my granny them reading it. You know what I'm saying? Then watching a lot of stuff fires the what you would see some the men of I used to see a lot of Christian pastors would try to challenge the Nation of Islam a lot. So I'll be watching a lot of them. So I would be sitting back, and that's how I would be getting in and learning stuff, sitting down. My favorite one when Khalil Muhammad was going against Pastor Chuck Singleton out there in California. He told him a new one. If y'all want to go see that, It's on YouTube. And another one I seen. Oh, we talking about Bishop Martin right now, and him and Neely. I mean, we on Bishop, but Neely probably getting like 20 minutes at the end. Bishop Martin, these religious men, and I ain't gonna just say Bishop Martin. I go for all of them, all the religious men. Right now, if you're not with the people, how is you with the corporations? How is you with the money? You know what I'm saying? That's why you see like, and that's what I said. It was something. If you go back and watch that lady live, what I took from it when she was saying, "I'm gonna call on my ancestors, and you can call on Jesus, and let's go." That was profound to me. That was like listening, like, oh. So you really ain't, you know what I'm saying? You with the spell wearing off now. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, if you even siding with the people and you saying the people here water with us, but I think when you don't really have to live and bathe in this water, none it really, I think a lot of people don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you drinking bottled water, gotta go. I don't think, and I'm gonna say this even with them concerned pastors. This is what is so diabolical with them. They knew them water pods down from Melissa Mays, all of them that was in on that knew that the water pods was getting took away, but y'all settled for that $100 million. And both of them pastors that signed that name that's on that. If y'all think them men are led by God, you better go back think again. Better go back and think again. Y'all didn't see. That's why I don't be paying attention to like a lot of the stuff they doing. It's just terrible. And I get it. You be thinking these men is probably. Look at the moves that they making. Like it was a lot of telling in them chats. I mean, in that, even though that was amongst his family. You know what I'm saying? And even that's a lesson too. Be careful who you bring in, even with us. Like even with that Puff Daddy stuff, people better pay attention to all that. Let's get flued out. This is what people not understanding, man. They bringing rules from back in the day to lock people up, to lock the black man up. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going. I watched some other stuff this morning too because I've been up, and people want to ask us what's going on. Yeah, I seen when they was the I want to say it was the Spanish brother and his family. He was being, he was mistaken identity. And the brother was shook up. You know what I'm saying? He was shook up. They saying racial profiling. What y'all think we've been going through when the police pull you over? What these other people going through? We've been going through that. This ain't nothing new. We've been going through that. Racial profiling. To me, it felt like back in the day. Well, let me see your papers when you got to pull out your ID. This ain't nothing. I get it. I'm a simp. I have listen. I'm a human. I have feelings. I feel y'all sympathy what y'all going through, but this is nothing new. We've been going through that, so this ain't nothing new. We sitting up here trying to fight and get clean water. That shit ought to tell y'all something. A predominantly, for the meanwhile, a predominantly black city. Show you how rough it was when they did the Fair Housing Act. You had white flag. They wanted to get away. So like I'm saying, man, y'all just what we going through. Hey, look, I feel for y'all. What you think we went through? It was a point we wouldn't even could be educated. Telling you what I know.
Oh, sorry about
What it
that.
do? You get everything tightened up.
Yeah. Some delivery guys came and dropped off my wife's new lawnmower,
Mm.
and we kind of got caught up talking with them.
I ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's Aaron. I have to bring them in here, but I was like, Mickey's losing his mind. Cut that out.
Nah, I'm just saying. Nah, I'm straight. Listen, man, I'll be loving this sometime. I'm just saying when you looking at it, so like, don't. That's what I'm saying. Watch how stuff is going around here. AC Dumas is like I say, just watch. He defended the preacher, but then defend people that's in his age bracket
I mean,
getting
yeah,
pulled out of cars. When you looking at people doing the work, you want to defend something that was let me see what a Book of Revelation say. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. Finally.
Let me see what Tracy Jones said. Let me see. She said, "Shit, everyone knows Eric Brockovich came in the presidential green, came through Will Smith peeps money over bodies falling like fly spray with Ray." I mean, but this is the thing right here. This the thing. Yeah, this the thing right here. When you got people that'll sit up here and play, that's what I'm saying. We study voting. I'm watching this stuff in real time. When you got these people voting, when they telling you the first thing should be the water should have been fixed. I mean, I'm just thinking about it. They had us out here saying bring the water pods back, and them people knew the water pods was gone.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? They knew they was gone.
they knew they were gone, but the concerned pastors picked up, what was it, 90 or
Oh,
95
100.
to 100 million?
Oh, 100.
And part of that 100 million was for those water pods. Why are they sitting there asking the city to keep covering that if a large part of that settlement was for them to continue doing it themselves?
But that's the trickery that's the point that I was making right there. These people knew it wasn't gonna come.
Mhm.
And when they got their money, I'm telling you, most of them probably got their money. They not bathing in this water like that, man, or drinking that water. I'm sick of saying it.
They get a little bit of scratch. First thing they did is jumped out of town.
Facts. But that's the point that I'm making. It's like, man, we over here fighting like hell. Then you got the state rep, like everything finna be major come next year. My thing is, I want to know who gonna come in and hold people accountable. Now we got to get down to accountability. Oh,
Man,
water
right
pod.
now,
Oh, common sense, like what a water pod would. It was really where you came when people got to pick up cases of water for free. If you lived in the city of Flint, you just had to show your ID, and you know you can come in and get some.
yeah, like a 24 case of water.
Yeah,
You can,
they give
I
you
think
like
you
a
can
couple
get three
cases.
up to three a day.
Yeah, something like that. I remember I was going there to get the water. And what
But
was so crazy, even with that was the scam. Let me show you. Did you know a lot of them people when they was hiring them to come work, they was people that wasn't even living in Flint. A lot of
mm,
them so-called was getting they kids them jobs down there. See, they don't want to talk about that. See, they don't want to talk about that. Even when they was it got took away. When you go look, that was in that deal that the concerned pastors got that $100 million.
but you said you want to take a look at accountability. Right now, I actually
Yeah,
have high hopes for the Democrats in Michigan because they're seeing a split in their own party, and you see charges falling. So it's just political survivalism, right? Like,
right,
hey, I didn't do nothing wrong. I know who did do something wrong.
right.
That dude. And you won't see Republicans arguing with it, but you're also not going to see them pointing the fingers and holding people accountable right now because they're not in that sort of crisis mode. So I got high hopes for the Democrats up in Michigan right now. Maybe we'll see some actual justice toward Flint, toward some of the things happening in Saginaw, Detroit, Lansing, just because this split in that party.
You might
Right.
got a point there because I'm saying how, but is it because is it because with the split of the Democratic Party, is it a split because Gretchen might want to get her people in there, and you seeing the Attorney General feel like she should be up in there? Is it a split like that?
I don't know. I think it all started recently with some charges being dropped and people actually catching prison time. And you just see everyone like separating themselves from that, and it's come down to a rift of two people or two groups. Taking a look at Michigan right now, you've got your more socialist progressives, and then you got your old school Democrats that have, in a way, split the same way that the Republicans have split between old Republicans and MAGA.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is just a microcosm in Michigan, so I'm hoping that fingers will be pointed and people will start getting investigated, taken away, and a lot of those fingers need to be pointing toward Flint. Like, Flint is one of the biggest money sinks and laundering areas in the state of Michigan right now. I mean, it has been for the past 10 years. How much has gone through there? What was it? 600 million to fix the pipes, plus the 100 million to the concerned pastors, plus ARPA funds. Hell, we're looking at close to 800 mil right there. 8/10 of a billion that has done nothing for the people of Flint. Don't you think
I
that's
ain't
something
gonna
that needs to
do
be looked
nothing.
at? That's what I'd be just pointing at as, someone trying to make sure that I didn't do nothing wrong, and I don't want people to look at me like I did something wrong. Like, hey guys, let's go walk into Flint and start taking a look at their books.
Okay, I see what you know what, Trevor. Let me send this to you. See if I can get you to put this up.
Yeah.
This is what Deborah Luna was talking about. She was saying
Mhm. And I see a lot of folks saying Happy 4th of July. I just want everyone in here to realize that today was the last day some folks are waking up with 10 fingers. What do we got, Mick?
it's about the water box. I think what did Deborah Luna say?
Waterbox.org. You want me to share my share my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. Share
See,
screen.
Marie said, "Don't forget to her budget is downright diabolical." And said the
Yeah, the wind
600,
fund, the 600 mil.
yeah, so, that money went gone. And this what she was talking about. Why I believe Jade Smith program show they're still available in Flint. Latinx is one of them. Haven't checked lately. Okay, well you can come get the water from. But is they putting that out there saying that? Oh, okay, got you.
Waterbox location, Flint, Michigan, First Trinity Missionary Baptist Church, the Metropolitan Baptist Tabernacle Church. I said the word. Sylvester Boom Empowerment Village, Latinx Technology Community Center, and yeah, we all know Newark has had some water problems recently, so it looks like they just jumped up and got that there ahead of time.
Los
LA,
Angeles, Skid Row. Okay, let me leave with no game. Said, I wonder how the judge feel after siding with Bishop Chris on the PPO against this.
the judge probably views it as separate issues. Like
Facts. Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney, with the $5 super chat on $5 Friday.
no,
But you know what? But see, to me, this is where it get a little murky at.
okay.
But yeah, but no, I'm listen. When you look at this whole thing, far as this Democrat or Republican, I'm gonna say this right here. Did you hear my question? What was it? The question's coming in, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis. I'm trying to catch them.
They're flying at us.
Yeah, they flying. I'm trying to catch what I can catch.
Trevor, question: why did the pipe replacement come to a stall? I think we went over this a little bit yesterday when I went through the Ground News article, and it was because of bad record keeping. So they don't know a lot of that, if they've done a lot of these houses or not. And then I have to rewind back to 2022 when Dennis Pfeiffer sitting up there in city council goes, how are we out of money? Did we pay some of these contractors 2 or 3 times for the same house? So it stalled because bad record keeping. They probably did 2 or 3 houses 2 or 3 times, and they ran out of no money, no records. They don't know what to do next.
And I thought you said answer my church question. Let me see.
No,
I know I said the water pods got took away. That was in the deal. I didn't see your church question, but Pastor. Yeah, I didn't see it because a lot of them came in. My bad if I missed it. But let me see. Okay, let me see. I know I'm missing a bunch of them. I missed what guy came with. His stuff got took down. I mean, that water when he created that Lumi, that got somebody destroyed that. When the guy came with the that got destroyed. But I like I said, man, this whole thing about the water, if it do get fixed, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're sending our asses to jail. Some people should get sent to jail. You know, and I'm with you, Carol Kincaid. How can it be 21st century? How can it be bad record keeping? Then you see from the city to the county, they lost some sheets and then nothing happened to nobody. You had Dominique. If this was in my office, this would have happened. But then over Flint, ain't nobody held accountable. That's just like you see the mayor sitting up there using city funds to campaign for LaShawn Johnson, and don't nobody see nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm still stuck in. You already went through it, but with the AC Dumas and the Chris Martin apology. Like, we see where AC stands, and we know where Chris Martin stands. Chris Martin is firmly in the mayor's corner. So isn't AC going to do the exact same thing then, be in the mayor's corner?
Nah, that ain't no secret. AC about the dollar, man.
Well, he
This
was about the
is
dollar. I get that. But who's got the dollar? I see a lot of people saying, man, I'm glad it was Miss Beverly Biggs and AC Dumas that got through instead of LaShawn Johnson, because she's just for Neely. You're trying to tell me that the man that
because
belongs with Christopher Martin over there isn't, the exact same way. It was a 2v1 tag team match, and LaShawn got tagged out. Now you've got Miss Beverly Biggs versus AC. It just is what it is.
I mean, because when you seen LaShawn, listen, let's just break it down. When it leaves the four that was up in there, you had Miss Beverly Biggs Levy, you had
Mhm,
AC, you
mhm,
had LaShawn, and you had
mhm.
Rich. Them was the four that was running. But before that, before it was
I
LaShawn, you
forgot
had
him.
Kerry. People keep forgetting about Kerry Nelson.
Oh,
When
yeah?
that didn't go down, when he seen how it was, Kerry wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
He came with LaShawn. But he kept you notice certain people in there. AC is just this type of person, man. AC figured out wow. AC to me, I could be wrong, but from what I'm saying, he's about the dollar. AC probably looked at it. Look, man, how old is AC? Close to 70. AC probably looking at it. You know what, man? Let me go and get what I can get. You know what I'm saying? Like I can probably go ahead because you know he think he's slick as out, slick as oil. So
Mhm,
AC probably like, you know what, Chris Martin, I come in and do this favor for him. Cause just think about it. Ava Summer said Latin wouldn't give me water. You need to go report that. If they did that to you, Ava, you need to go report that. Now, when you look at it, AC Dumas, when you say he ain't coming down to council, AC ain't never missed council. He did come down and address about his address. And then you seen that went
gone like a
no more
fart in the
about his
wind.
address. Then he pop up again defending Bishop Martin. These just to show you what type of individuals that it is. Because you know what that him defending Bishop Martin doing, oh, I came to your rescue. You'll see they'll be back cool in a minute.
Mhm.
And you know what that singling to the mayor? I'm willing to do business. That's all that was. But AC probably been single to the mayor. The mayor probably, when he said, we'll put this out here, but AC don't stay there. Just like we seeing, you know what I'm saying? People don't even live in them wards, but running.
Mm.
So that ain't nothing new. It's just a game that they play.
I
It
mean,
was probably we'd take this shot to see which way AC gonna go. AC
and
come out,
if we sit here and think about it, right? You said AC is all about the dollar.
yeah.
Which side has more money?
Right now, whoever roll with the mayor.
There you go. Of course he's going to go there. Of course, because everything they pass on council does have to go in front of the mayor, and he can veto, right?
Right.
So if you get Tanya, Dennis, Mr. Jarrett, Miss JWC, and Third Ward, whoever it is, vote for something, the mayor can still shoot it down.
Good morning, Muhammad. Good morning. Nah, I'm just he can shoot it down. I'm just and you may be right, Keisha Denise. She said I think AC handlers told AC to fall back. You could be right. Christopher Sims, what it do?
I mean, how
Listen,
how can you say you're concerned and you show up to council every time for 2-3 years straight, and then the second you start running, you don't show up to council no more? Like, how are you keeping up with it then? How you keeping your fingers on the pulse of the city?
AC Dumas that's what he been. Remember, this the man say he wanted black contractors. Come to find out, he wasn't working for no black contractors.
No,
AC do
Asian.
for AC.
He
Yeah,
has common sense.
yeah. He had veto power. You got to have 6 votes. But the thing is, it's like, listen, listen. Liddell should be off council. Really, LaShawn shouldn't even be able to run all the games the mayor been playing. She shouldn't even be able to run. The mayor should be looking at being hadn't to resign from his seat, to be honest with you. Because I'll get rid of that lawyer off the
Which
dribble. The
lawyer?
lawyer would be getting, she would be gone. I hate to say it, Davina. You've been around, you know the game. You've been around too long. You know, as they say, when they say you tainted, I wouldn't keep none of them down there. You got to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
It got to be a mass exodus.
If a new mayor is elected, they need to walk in and everyone's fired. Everyone's fired and just start restaffing from scratch.
Yeah, you have to be you have to be let go. I'm telling you, he would be. Hold on, Trevor. I got to take this call. Go ahead and handle that right second.
Yeah, thank you. But no. So I see common sense here. Yeah, like the mayor has veto power. And the reason that they only needed 5 votes is because those 5 votes were on the side of the mayor. So everything was just going to auto pass anyway, right? But the second, the other side, say Tanya's, Dennis's, Miss Jerry Winfrey Carter's, and Mr. Jonathan Jarrett gain power, the mayor's going to start slapping things down like with a fly swatter. That's why 6 votes was always needed. 6 votes was the veto proof, the override. It's set up very much like the U.S. Federal government as a whole. So, yeah, there's that. And it's still kind of driving me crazy, right? Like, Flint has had so much money come through it. No one's audited it. And then the second that people start talking about doing an actual audit, everyone loses their damn minds. And you can see it. The mayor is scrambling to try to prop LaShawn up like like a falling tower, right? He needs her in that seat because he doesn't have to do as many deals with her as he would with AC, but he's still willing to pay the price for AC. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Denise, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. Hold on, I gotta go find Miss Big's letter. Could you find is Miss Big's letter in the group, man? You could put that on there. You want to read it?
2 seconds.
Yeah. We'll
I
put that
was
one. I
just
want to read
eyeing that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, okay, yeah, put that up. We might as well go on and read that thing.
Once I get past all the Chris Martin memes. All right.
Yeah. Let's go and put that thing up. That letter need to be read out here.
Save
Why hasn't the mayor made his summer initiative money approved by veto yet? Woodrow, I don't know. He can spend $75,000 all he want. All I'm saying is, my only gripe, and I'm saying this, Jared D. Good morning. You feel like this from the look what I tell you, the beautiful Beverly Biggs, hair always fried, dyed, and laid to the motherfucking side. Good morning, Queen. My bad, Trevor. I had to do that intro for the read.
Oh, yeah. With her, of course. So, subject, response to AC Dumas open support of Bishop Christopher Martin apology. As a proud daughter of Flint, I'm and a committed candidate to the 3rd Ward Council seat, I feel compelled to speak on an issue that weighs heavily on the hearts of many in our community. I must question Mr. AC Dumas on his public acknowledgement in support of an apology issued by Bishop Christopher Martin. The city has endured deep wounds, pain inflicted not only by systemic failures, but by individuals who are expected to represent moral integrity and spiritual guidance. It is disheartening to watch a man who claims to stand for all people continuously demean those living alternative lifestyles and exclude them from the love and inclusion that the true household of faith should offer. While we recognize that no one is perfect, it is also our duty to hold leaders accountable, especially when they repeatedly misrepresent the values they claim to uphold. Mr. Dumas, I respectfully ask, where is the apology for misleading citizens and causing confusion under the guise of spiritual leadership? Where is the apology for turning away individuals from a place of worship that should be open to everyone, regardless of who they are or how they live? Where is the apology for the alleged backroom dealings and divisive conduct that have damaged trust in our faith and civic institutions? This so-called apology from Bishop Martin, publicly endorsed by Mr. Dumas, appears less like a sincere act of repentance and more like a reaction to being caught in the public eye. That Was it genuine sorrow or was it damage control? Only God knows the heart, but our community can certainly see the actions, and they have spoken volumes. As a candidate who believes in transparency, inclusion, and justice for all people, I urge both church and civic leaders to rise to a higher standard. Flint deserves leadership, both spiritual and political, that is honest, compassionate, and accountable. The people of the Third Ward deserve better. We must demand better. And with your support, I intend to be part of that change. Signed, Ms. Beverly Biggs Levy, candidate for Flint City Council, Third Ward.
See, hey, we got it off the book. We got it off Facebook. Because this is the stuff like this is, and I gotta put this up with Keisha. This he said, like we fair around there. Keisha said, all the impacts, all 8, they all have voted and approved some shady resolutions. See,
Facts.
you know, what you say?
Facts.
That's why, like, when people be saying let's audit, you get some shit started. You want to get it hot up in here. But that's
Right.
what I'm saying. You have to be careful on what you're doing. You just can't fall for the okie doke. Let these games be in play. But I will say this. Oh, you know she not. Hey, see, listen. Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. B. Marie, I'm glad you said this. Have Liddell spoken out against Bishop Chris Martin's statement on the LGBTQ community? Let me tell you
Nope.
something right now. Let me tell you something. Them brothers there are some of the worst, far as a bishop and a deacon. And now there's some other ones, but them two right there has set the Christianity back then there thousands of years. It was rolling good till they let them in my professional religious way. I am trying to dog them two out. And he is. Them are what they was talking about. The false them. See, them are the people that like how Jim Jones took some people out. And you wondering where them people at. You're looking at them. Sitting up here lying and just doing that. And you're right, professional, well-written Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. I'm telling you, they're not gonna say nothing. Go ahead, Trevor.
So there was the question of, has Liddell spoken out about that? No, but Liddell did come out on June 27th talking about Happy Friday. First, the 8th Ward councilman called me monkey, and now someone is sending me hate mail calling me, I will never say that word, but it's the word that no one wants to say. Anyway, I would reach out to the Flint chapter of the NAACP for help, but Francis Gilchrist, the president of the Flint NAACP, has called me a moose. Clearly, I can't turn to them for help. I don't think Mr. Obama or the NAACP national office would condone this kind of conduct from their representative. And then Chris Martin stepped up and backed her up in this.
And he
Like,
back.
yeah, he backed her.
And that's what I'm
So,
saying.
of course,
AC
she's not going to
backed
speak
him.
out. Yeah, of course, she's not going to speak out against Chris Martin's hate. And that is some vile hate. Like, look, the household I grew up in, mostly older type conservative, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't look down on no one based on anything. And when it comes to the things that Chris Martin has hate about, it's dislike the sin, love the sinner. We all sin. I mean, I'm a glutton. I eat all day, every day. I don't look like it, right? You can hate the sin that I commit, but you don't have to hate me for it. So, I mean, she could at least speak out about Chris Martin. She won't because he is supporting her. He is propping her up.
Madness.
And then, just like Mickey said, AC is helping prop up Christopher Martin. There's
Madness.
not going to be any turnaround. There's not going to be anyone distancing themselves. They're in too deep at this point.
Facts.
Because the second she turns around and goes, well, I don't like that Chris Martin hates LGBTQ plus people. That just throws everything that he's ever endorsed about her out the window and everything she's ever endorsed about him out the window. How many times has he stood behind her when she is taken to a lecture and run one of her colleagues' names through the national mud? Take a look at what she did to Mr. Pfeiffer. Who was standing there with her?
Pastor Harris, one of the concerned pastors, and you had Bishop Martin. Oh, you had some more people there. but we'll just stick with them two.
Those two. I mean, those are the two that most people are going to recognize because they're the two of the most active in Flint politics. And honestly, at this point, I'm still really upset that the church has played such a massive role in Flint politics. It is 2025. 99% of people have access to a smartphone or to a computer, to something that gets them the information that they can use to vote. I don't want to say properly, but informed. Be an informed voter. Why are you getting everything from your church when we all know, whether you love your church or not, after the sermon is done and when everyone is released to go home, it turns into a gossip pit. A lot of the stuff you're hearing about a lot of these candidates ain't true. And that may be even true for people I don't like up there. How about we just go to the source and find it exactly as it is said in its own context, rather than relying on our church elders or the pastor to tell us who they really like. Honestly, Mickey could sit here and tell me he really likes, I don't know, Vin Diesel for president. Okay, I respect Mickey. I love Mickey to death. He's one of my best friends. I give a rat's ass about his opinion on president. I've got my own there, you know? How about I go do my own research? Maybe I'll like Vin Diesel on my own without Mickey having to tell me.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be free thinking. But the way this thing been put up, like it's
The
not
way
free.
some people are acting, you'd think thinking has a charge or a fee to it.
No, it
It
do.
ain't free.
Yeah, it do. If you weigh it out and you really look at it, you know what I'm saying? You getting told who, like right now, this the mayor, he done lost his mind, put it on a card. Put it on a card. She's doing the work using city resources, but didn't put the other one on there. But she
Yeah.
on the ENA board.
And, you know,
And
as Ron Fonger pointed that out too. He said that he endorsed LaShawn Johnson on this card, but had no mention of the other ambassador.
That's the ENA board member. We can't forget that. She's just not a regular person, a ENA board member. Who came in there and said the charter. So what about the charter? You see how crazy these people are really thinking because they so caught up. We want to keep our person up in there. This where politics get murky for me. When you picking politics over, party over the people.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, in Flint, they're supposed to be nonpartisan. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But you can see a clear divide between the camps that might as well just be called political parties. This is how political parties started in the United States. You had Jefferson and his folks and Hamilton and his folks. They all tended to agree, so they just gave themselves a name.
Yeah,
Is
but
that exactly not what's happening on city council right there? It is partisan. It's just not Republican Democrat.
Right.
It's Neelyite and anti-Neelyite.
Right. Yeah. And that's through it all. Even when you look at from the ENA board, down there to you can look at the school board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you look at all this stuff, how this going.
Oof.
I'm just telling you, it to me is terrible. And we steady going for it. You see this man and broke all type of rules. Javier Jones, good morning. Thanks for tapping in from Durham, North Carolina. Don't you know that they know up there? Like I'm trying to figure out what they gonna do since they know the water not fixed now. Since it's getting back in the news. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Now we know what's the end result.
And going with that, yes, the EPA has lifted their thing, but we have to consider the EPA is a national organization, a national agency, right? They do not have people in every city. They have to go, they make their decisions and rulings and all of that based off of local resources. So whatever the city of Flint Water Department says, whatever Eagle says, and Eagle is going off of what the city says. So unless you can get a hold of them and let them know, like, hey, your sources are wrong, buddy. Here is the evidence I currently have. Come down here. Send 2 or 3 people. Come check our water. Come actually see what it's doing to these folks' skin. Still, come see how it is rusting people's cookware. I mean, water with anti-corrosives should not be doing that to my wok. Okay, I got a nice Asian style wok that I love to death, and it
Facts.
rusted all the way through after a year of use, even with me treating it, because that water would eat up that oil and just rusted all the way through. Is pretty bad. Now
Mm.
imagine what that's doing to your insides.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man.
Mm.
This whole thing is a big, like I say, man, and I do believe I'm looking at what Sassy Shay said. She said, "Have y'all seen the YouTube video of the Jones Plantation? Pretty much explains political parties. Like Miss Gladys says, it's a uniparty.
Yeah.
Facts. It is down to facts. You
It's
would think,
literally you're the bad guy on the face and collecting
yeah,
money, or you're the bad guy behind the scenes talking bad about the bad guy on the face and still collecting money. But you're
right,
all friends and shaking hands and having dinner at the same
right.
table at the end of the night.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm looking what Mark Hutchinson said. He said Kojic, let me read. Flint has at least 17 Kojic churches. Kojic does not lead historically. They sing. This is part of the problem. As a comparison, Detroit has 20, but it is way bigger than Flint. Martin's
Mhm.
typical Kojic. And that's what and that's what I think was going on. I think what it is, is that these people get in these positions, man, and they let the positions, these titles, like we're going back to titles.
Mhm.
They let these titles get to their head. That's why you can see a person go mess with the pastor and say he's a God man. That's what, you know what I'm saying. They justify the pastor having 2 or 3 wives up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, well, not 2 or 3 wives. Have a wife and had
Mistresses.
mistresses and stuff. But you get this because they get to believe in themselves. Then saying the pastor, you know how they get, oh, that's the pastor child, put him up on pedestal. No, if your child
Mhm.
cutting up, your child is bad. And then the comparison. See, it was so much stuff that like, but this ain't, let me tell y'all something. Let's get this, let me get this, let me throw this out here. Chris Martin, Bishop Martin was not the first one. He plenty of men who been and got caught. But this been
Mhm.
going on for decades with this going on. Don't get it twisted like all of them. Look, Swagger got caught. We are men. I mean, they are men. People play these games and they put these men like they really talking to God himself. This is what's the craziness. They put these people, all you got to do is just go watch what they do. I ain't gotta tell you when a person tell me you love me. No, I'm gonna show you I love you. I shouldn't have to keep telling you that every day. You just want to hear something over and over and over. If I'm
Right.
showing you I love you, which one is better? Me showing you, if I gotta keep telling you I love you, that means you know what I'm saying. You're not getting it from what I'm showing you. If
Mhm.
this man is really was this great, do you think Chris Martin with his church? He got 2 of them. But this just
Yeah.
ain't for Chris Martin. This for all the churches. Let me say all the pastors got mega churches. If you really for the people, it should not be no people in your congregation that come to your church should be hurt if they did come and ask for some rent money. If you did help them, look at they helping you do yours. Did
Mhm.
you go build a community up for your people? Can go buy a subdivision for the people in your church can go live at? Did you think about that? Did you want to build something up where y'all can have you can hire people? Did you create any industry? You know what I'm saying? All we hearing about is, oh, the pastor got this big house. The pastor got this. You got Creflo Dollar, them, TD Jakes. These, man, let me tell you, and not just them. We got the Benny Hinn's. We got all these, you see all these people living up here in high. You got the pat, you go to the churches. Just watch all this stuff that's going on. And these people think these people is next to God. Don't you know they would be, man, listen, all this stuff. Look at the homeless here. I was out this morning. Now you know they put them out at 6 in the morning. Good thing it's in the summertime,
Yeah.
but you cannot
Until
tell.
they start having heat stroke.
No, Otis Johnson. No, it's not. The church is not the issue. Is the people who leading the church now. That's really the church. You know what I'm saying? It's just the new people who came in. It's the new ones who came in that then took over. What we seeing, believe me, it's some out there, and this go for all over all religions. Don't get it twisted. All of them got their bad apples in there. Don't get it twisted. All of them,
Mhm.
because what happened, I think people get caught up in the money. And this is how, why you think people can be bought off? If it was really for the people, you couldn't be bought off. They come in when you see it, we see it come, oh my God, come next year, 26. You know how many people finna be line dancing? You know how many you finna see? You finna see white people finna be coming into the black churches. You
Mhm.
finna, oh yeah, all them finna be coming. They finna be in the hood. You finna see them coming over here. We need you to do this and that. And you finna see the pastors up there smiling with them, taking pictures with them. All this stuff that you finna go. I'm talking about the religious people here. Finna be standing with these people. Oh, I'm so nearest and dearest to him. He gonna do this and that.
Mickey, to illustrate your point, when I ran for office, I was invited to the Quinn Chapel.
That's what I'm telling you.
Do I look like the type, do I look like I parishioned there often? No, it is the oldest black church in Genesee County, right? Now, thankfully, they did it right. They didn't parade us in front of their congregation and give endorsements. They just gave us a moment to speak to, everyone in there. I didn't
Facts.
even care for that. But that's beside the point. All these churches in Flint are doing that. And that's not the church itself. That's not the religion itself. As Mickey said, that is the people leading the church. They
Right.
need to worry more about their parishioners' spiritual health. They need to worry about their daily lives. Hey, I see John's having a hard time. Let's do something in the church to perk him up, to cheer him up, to help him have a good time, maybe improve his life, instead of trying to drag forward some sort of politician and get them in office because it might be good for the church on the back end, which to them means it's good for me. Because if the church has more money, then they can improve my house, or it can pay for my car, or it can pay for my suits so I look the part. That needs to be the last thing on a lot of these people's minds. You know what? How about you just go up to your lector wearing t-shirt and jeans? Go before the people as you go before God every day. Why do you always have to go and throw money at it? And you see a lot of these pastors, they feel they have to look the part. And a lot of times the church pays for that looking the part. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
whenever it comes to the church and politics, it really just hits that string in me?
Super Mayor Tiffany Harrington tapped in the building. I'm not listening. I'm not. Right now, it's something. Everything is wickedness right now, but all good things come to an end. I mean, all bad things come to an end because people is waking up. People is gonna be waking up. They're not gonna be able to keep saying this same lie. That's what I do believe in. Like people gonna be waking up. The pastor gonna have to show and prove. Ain't gonna be no more. You gonna have to show and prove. And for people who understand what I'm saying, showing you going we live it in the stage where you got to show and prove. I know it's been a lot of illusion going out here, but you in the stage and hour that you're gonna have to show and prove. If you understand what I'm saying.
I mean, it's 2025. We have elections coming up next year.
Facts.
And instead of listening to what these politicians or wannabe politicians promise they're going to do, one of the first and most truest things I heard on 810 before I even came on with Mickey was, it doesn't matter what you say you're going to do. It matters what you've done to show what you're going to do next.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have to work. I mean, it's show and prove. But I'm telling you right now, there's two people showing y'all their work for the mayor. And I'm not saying you don't have to go, you're gonna have to do business with the mayor. But when I'm saying they're gonna work for the mayor, and it's just allegedly, they're gonna truly go work for the mayor. They're not gonna be working for the residents. I'm just telling you, this is what it's looking like. It's one that I see look like she's going to. Well, she don't look like she's been doing the fighting for her for the people. Not even in her ward. She even took on trying to get the second ward up out of there.
Mm-hmm. And the ninth.
Got
Remember?
that person out of there. Got him right out of there. But I'm saying this one, I mean, she doing the work and gonna show you she not going along with the BS. That's what we need. We need people who gonna do something. My thing is this. I'm knowing who gonna get some of them, business gonna have to be did, but we're gonna break bread. As the late Quincy Murphy would say, we're gonna break bread. I'm not saying, but it's gonna be some homegrown bread breaking. It's not gonna be the same one who gonna get their money, and that's it. Top it off the day one should be get the water fixed. That means if we got to go down there to the governor house, you got to go down there. You got to go down there. You got to go to, I mean, do it the right way. I'm not telling y'all to go down there for she throw some shit on me and I can't
Mhm.
handle it. Put a feather on me, I'm telling. Denise, you right on that. Martin has weaponized the Pope. Facts. But that was another tidbit that was threw out there when she said the daughter caught her case. Like this stuff right here is so messed up. This stuff has went so messed up, but you can see when how Liddell was bullying her neighbor. Because she took this woman bridge card and went over and don't like to pay. But I'm gonna tell you, they don't like to really pay in Flint. Well, all I can tell you is people better start looking who doing the work and don't look at the ones who just started. And don't go to the ones who you thought was doing work when doing work. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look for people that are already in their community. A lot of them may not even have an interest in running. I
Right.
mean, Mr. Maurice Davis, when he ran for second ward, he had no interest. His friends, family, and neighbors trusted him enough to tell him, you need to run because we know you and we trust you. So start looking at your neighbors now, the ones that get out and do the work quietly, humbly, and maybe maybe go up to them and say, hey, I trust you. I'd like to see you in a seat because I don't think that you can be bought off as easy. I don't think that you're going to do anything sideways that's going to hurt us. You know, you might have to go out, pick your own candidate and twist their arm into getting them to run instead of looking at the people who are starting to, act out now. Because if, I'm going to go out and start doing things in the community starting August 2025, where were you the rest of the year? Where were you when police are beating elders or young folks? Or, where were you? I just saw a video yesterday of a cop in Flint as a young man is walking away from the cop maces him.
Oh, that ain't nothing new.
That ain't nothing new, but where's the outrage from it?
No, that's what. But see, Trevor, this because I know I lied and said we was gonna be on 60 minutes. We got 5 more
Nah,
minutes.
we good.
This what I was gonna tell you, man. This is what goes on in our neighborhoods. The police terrorizes our neighborhood. Even though, let me be honest, coming from me, we terrorize some of our own neighborhoods too. Let's be honest. You have some who terrorize our own neighborhood, but the point that I'm saying, hell, we don't expect them to come terrorize the neighborhood. That's the difference. How they gonna police us in Flint? How they gonna police is totally different. How they gonna run out Burton, Grand Blanc, Flushing, Davison. I'm just how they gonna do it. It's totally different. Hell, Clarkston, I be down there paranoid rolling through there. Like how these people worrying about how they saying getting pulled over as far as the Latino. Listen, let me tell you something. I've been rolling like that all my life. We had to come through here. We'd get told you come through certain parts of Flint doing it back in the 90s and the late 80s. Grand Blanc wasn't a good space. Sundown. They want to act like it wouldn't. You can get pulled over in some of these places right now if they don't know you. So all that, how they police our neighborhoods and other ones. And like I said, how they had the young fella on the ground the other day and was macing him while he was down. He was already handcuffed.
Mm-hmm.
This shit looked like some shit that you see in the slavery movie. You laid down and doing this, being stood over. Like I said, but this has been going on. This ain't nothing to stop. You can go pull up YouTube. You want to go look at the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. You could then throw a 20 something out there. People keep forgetting about what is it damn, what was his name? Castile. I forget his first name. He was steady getting pulled over, and the police killed him in the car. I'm thinking Fidel Castile, if I'm saying it wrong. They killed that man in his car with his kid, and he told him he had a CCW, if I'm not mistaken. killed him. That's what I'm saying. This what these police do. Just think about when Art got fired on. That man's still on the force.
Mm-hmm.
Still on the force. Castro, okay, my bad. Fidel Castro. Nah. Philando. This is what I'm talking about. Philando
We're
Castillo.
not talking about
Yeah, I'm
the
talking about
Cuban
Philando
communists.
Castillo. Yeah, Philando Castillo. Go look how he got deal. Right, Concrete Jungle. We can go pull him up. And this one in no 1960s. This one in no 50s or 40s. This is right now. You man, listen. We can keep no problem. We can keep playing these games. We can keep playing these games like we don't know what the police what's going on. Like this ain't nothing new. I'm telling y'all, I feel like then they're like when you getting asked, like when I'm watching a movie, when I be watching them old slavery movies and they be like, let me see your papers, boy. That's how I be feeling like when you get put up. Where you going? What you mean where I'm going? I gave you my ID. If my ID say I'm a resident of Flint, I mean, I'm riding around here. I have a driver's license. Why I got to explain to you what I'm doing? Like, where in the fuck do this come from? I got to explain to you what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is all. That's what I'm saying. That right there, there's many more stories like that we can keep pulling up if you want to go play that game. Like this stuff right here, you got to make it make sense. So far as with the police, and far as that's why I don't even like these situations like here can get off. Did that man? He got off too.
Yes, he was
That's what I'm
acquitted.
saying. So you
Which, if you start from the beginning, which second paragraph does right here, quote, the traffic stop was initiated based on racial profiling. In other words, I see a black man driving a car, he must be up to no good.
But
Hmm.
that's the point. That's the point that I'm saying. And he still got acquitted. You're not gonna be able to win when they doing stuff like that. That's why you can see Art get fired on wasn't no big thing because they expect us. And what's so cold about it? You got a black police chief, a black mayor. So ain't no sense of us sitting up here playing, wondering what's going on. They know if they'd have did something, they probably wouldn't be in them jobs no more. This ain't. You heard your mayor say what happened to the beautiful Mitchell boys. What happened to them? Like all this. Yeah, Tamir
Yeah,
Rice, 12
I'm not
seconds.
going. Oh, you and I actually talked about this one the other day. God, Miss Taylor, where the cops busted in with a no-knock warrant. Her boyfriend responded as anyone should at 4 a.m. Someone drop kicking your door. I'm going to go investigate and protect my house, my family. And what happened? The cops ended up shooting Miss Taylor and still charging the boyfriend. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's so crazy. That's why I can't when we saying defund the police. This is what's been going on from back in the day. We can go pull it out and just show the police have always how they police, and you can't take this the mind state. Look how that went down in Georgia. If you do this, we're gonna kill you. You do this, we're gonna. What about when your police go too far? What you gonna do to them? See, they always talking about what we gonna do. See, they play the victim too. This whole thing is like they play. That's who play the more victim role than anybody. I've been watching this stuff about the auditors and stuff on TV now on YouTube, seeing how some of them police be breaking the law. They can do what they want to do. They caught one drinking. He was like, "Man, do you always?" But my man was following them. Show you how crazy he was. The dude, he still was over there drinking. He didn't know the dude was following him. But who policed the police?
The police are supposed to police the police with the internal affairs of the police, which is bullshit. I mean,
Right.
that's like asking me if I rob you, like, hey, why don't you investigate? Okay, I investigated myself and found that I've done nothing wrong. The fuck? Come on
Right.
now.
And then if you got money, you be tied in because you might have helped a senator get elected to a senator to be a
Mm-hmm.
senator, congressman. You probably didn't help presidents get elected. Do you know the favors that you can have that you can get done? I'll be watching these movies, Billions. When you go see the games that they play, man, you got to be out your mind think you're gonna beat this system.
Man, you want to talk about favors being done, right? Let me shoot, I just had it. Okay, so the movie Wag the Dog. One of my favorites. It is a comedy of, why does the dog wag the tail? Because the dog has a brain. If the tail had a brain, it'd be wagging the dog. Basically saying that any sort of government can put out any sort of spin and have you believe whatever it is.
Facts.
Another good one to watch is War Machine. With I think it's not Clooney, is it? No. Brad Pitt. And he's sitting there going up with all these senators and hanging out, and what do you know? You can get a lot done. But here's something for you to think about. All these lobbies, lobbyists and lobbies. Do you know why you have to turn in your tax forms before April 14th every year? So get this. The government knows exactly how much you make every year, knows how much you should be spending on taxes every single year, and knows how much you should be receiving as a tax write-off every single year. They could just, without you going anywhere, send you your refund check or send you a bill every year instead of any of the other dog and horse show you have to do. But the lobbyist, like, I don't know, QuickBooks, H&R Block, all that, lobbied so the U.S. government cannot do that. It is actually against the law for the U.S. government to tell you how much you owe, and you have to go through them to guesstimate. And guess what? If they mess up, you get audited. But if you get audited and fail because they didn't do their job properly, it's your ass going to prison, not theirs.
Facts.
It was a money-making racket.
Facts. And we out, fam, because I gotta go. I just got a call. I gotta bounce. That was it, Trev?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna go play with the wife's new lawnmower.
All right. Well, we out, family. I'll see y'all Monday. Because I don't think no show's coming on today. Because I know I'm finna get out in this world. I'll call you as soon as I leave here, Trev. I'm finna shut it down. Peace, family.
Later.
2 fingers.
We did not gather here to ask politely. We are here to declare with one voice that injustice has met its match with the people of Flint. This moment is not about one man. It's about every citizen. Black, white, Latino, Asian, Native American, and beyond, who has been ignored, mistreated, and silenced by the very systems that is meant to protect them. It's about every family who has buried their pain in silence. It's about every child growing up in a city where power speaks louder than truth. We are done waiting.